Welcome back to Primetime Sports Friday. After overseeing the affairs of the Jamaica Olympic Association for the past 8 years, President Christopher Samuda says the association is in a better place than it was before he took office in 2017. There was a time when you think JOA, you think Mike Fennell. That's because Fennell had served as president of the JOA for 40 years. Following the end of Fennell's 4-decade reign, Christopher Samuda became the new president after beating Vishu Tolan 20-16 at the polls. Samuda has since completed 2 terms in office and has now started a third after returning unopposed at the last general meeting. According to Samuda, the JOA has managed to deepen their engagement with all stakeholders.
And we were able to articulate a vision that I think most of Jamaicans grasped, and I think they were very appreciative of that vision. And that vision was enunciated in our policy, sport for all and all for sport. Nobody was going to be left out as a sport, and we treated all sports equally because that is the part of the Olympic mandate. The Olympic Charter says that the NOCs, the National Olympic Committees, must give each athlete an opportunity to transition to the international stage. So we deepened that stakeholder engagement, and while we deepened it, we were able to articulate a philosophy of the Olympic movement and an operational philosophy of the Jamaica Olympic Association.
Samuda says they were able to professionalize the JOA, commercialize and monetize their assets, which enabled them to capitalize on sponsors, financiers and capitalists who bought into the vision.
So those years were transformational for us, and it was imperative because we have to ensure that we are relevant to our stakeholders and that they are able to feel that they have a sense of ownership of the Olympic movement, which I think we were able to do with a measure of success.
And it is for this reason why Samuda believes that the JOA is now in a better place, as they are not just delivering games.
That is our mainstay in delivering the various games, the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games, Pan Am, CAC Games. But what we are delivering essentially is human capital. Human capital in sport that has the competence, the expertise in the different spheres, the athletes, the coaches and the administrators, because that trilogy is essential to sport development.
But despite the work done to date by Samuda, he's not without his share of criticism.
We're not fearful of criticism at all, because that is part and parcel of the growth of any institution and the growth of any individual as well. How you treat the criticism is now very important. And we have learned to understand that you deal with those criticisms and then you have to move on, because you are focused on the mission and you can't allow the criticism to either attenuate that mission or distract you from that mission.
Despite a 3-term limit for the presidency now in place, Samuda is eligible to run again in another 4 years, as the term was agreed on during his second term and was not backdated to the first.